Welcome, everyone, to Tough Conversations. Today, we have Pastor Ryan and Ty with us, and we're going to have a tough conversation, and they're going to be given 4 words each that they're not going to know what they are. And we're going to have a tough conversation with words that are tough to use. And so they're not prepared for this, so we'll see what happens. And let's have that tough conversation.
Well, today we're going to have just a quick little conversation between me and Pastor Ryan here.
A quick conversation.
A quick one, yeah. We're just trying
Not
to
something you're used to.
Yes.
Meaning when I speak, it's not quick, but, you know.
It is my turn.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. So we're going to be having a conversation really quickly. Just trying to talk back and forth. We may insert some difficult words, but, man, there's a lot of difficult things out there in the world. Some things you can't even really understand. You know, the Milky Way, the galaxy.
The Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah, or, things like Bigfoot.
Oh, Bigfoot. He's
Yeah.
real, and the Milky Way galaxy are real. Or is that like a constellation and then like a mythical creature at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's what Bigfoot's like.
Bigfoot. Have you ever seen Bigfoot?
I haven't seen Bigfoot.
Me neither. I know people that have.
Okay.
And this one guy that I knew back in Russellville, he actually hunted Bigfoot. But the secret to hunting Bigfoot is you got to have the right chair to find him. I know that sounds crazy, but if you're sitting in the right chair, like a hunter sits in a deer stand in a tree,
Yeah.
Bigfoot, you got to be in the right chair.
Got to be in the right chair.
But the Milky Way galaxy's also got to be, a part of the equation.
Yep. So, man, I think whoever does find Bigfoot eventually in their life, they're going to be pretty popular. Some would say, their houses will be filled with fine things.
Fine things.
Because, imagine the bounty that's on the head of Bigfoot. Because we're talking about silver. We're talking about gold, money.
Silver and gold, we don't have. But Bigfoot, we do, right?
No.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
But that is, that's just where I am with it. I just think whoever can find that. And that's the thing about life. You got to find things that mean a lot to you.
Find things that mean a lot to you, like pet iguanas.
Yeah.
Or are we thinking find things that mean something to us, like in our relationship with God? Are we talking about find things that mean something to us, like what we eat for lunch?
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about a pet iguana now, I can have that conversation. But if you're talking about things like silver and gold, money can't buy you happiness.
That's right.
Only a relationship with Jesus can buy you happiness.
That's so
But an
good.
iguana helps in the process.
Iguana does help.
For sure.
But yeah, man, I'm just trying to think, in my life, whenever I point back to the things that I care about,
Talk to me.
where do I find those things at?
Come on.
I think what's so important about our walk with the Lord is what we have stored up in our heart. A lot of people, if you think about it, they know about storing up things.
Yes, they do.
And if you want me to make that real for you at home, let me come check your attic. Let me come check your garage. Wherever you store things, that's where you're going to find your treasure. Come on,
right.
Wherever you spend your time,
That's it.
wherever you spend your treasure, that's where your heart is.
That's where your heart is.
So, storing up.
Storing it up. So as we talk about the different treasures that are in our life, things that we store up, we also need to think about the kind of the place where we make this commitment in our life, where we decide, I'm not storing up treasures on this earth. Silver or gold, nope. Pets, nope. I'm a part of the Milky Way galaxy.
Come
right?
on.
I'm a part of all these things. But I remember where I've made these commitments and kind of these consecrated moments,
Yeah.
and it's in the woods beneath a waterfall. It was the moment that everything changed for me. I was praying to the Lord. I could hear the waterfall. I listened to it at night. It reminds me of my commitment I made to the Lord. The silver and gold won't give me happiness.
That's
Only
so
a
good.
relationship with Jesus.
That's so good, man. I think the coolest part about our walk with the Lord is, we get to have those moments, those peaceful moments whenever grace, it seems like a waterfall that's coming up over our life.
Like an ocean.
Like an ocean. It just keeps coming in every time.
Over and over.
It comes in. And that's what we long for. And as youth pastors, like, man, we want nothing more in your life for you to experience the love, the grace, the forgiveness, and the goodness that Christ has to offer us.
Come on.
But, man, even better than that, the next level is
Tell
whenever
it.
people experience the power and the fulfillment that comes from being empowered by the Holy Ghost.
Holy Ghost.
And you got the shirt
Holy
on
Ghost
right now.
sponsored today by the Holy Ghost.
There we go. So,
Whole
I mean,
concept.
I would love for everybody at home. If they could hear one thing out of this whole tough conversation that we're having, is that, grace, it's good, and that's the beginning part. But, man, if you can get powered and filled by the Holy Ghost,
And fueled.
fueled by the Holy Ghost, that would be it.
Yeah, because we're talking about a real God
Come
that's
on.
up in heaven that wants a relationship with you. He wants a real relationship with you. He's not wanting us to buy into the things of this earth, whether it be sports, relationships. No amount of silver and gold is going to bring us happiness.
That's right.
He is a real God. He is the Holy Ghost, the person. He's not a fairy, Ty.
That's right.
He's the real deal because that's the God that we serve.
That's so true.
And I mean, it's crazy that people literally they treat. We did this thing. Hey, they treat God like he's a fairy. Just rub some dust in the air. He'll answer the questions you have, answer the prayers you have in the moment. He's not a fairy. He's the real thing.
He's a real thing.
Holy Ghost.
And he can bring a real joy, a real peace
Yep.
into every conversation, every situation you have in your life. So that's all we have. It's been a
It's
tough
been fun and tough
conversation.
for sure. I feel like mine were a little tougher than yours, but
Anyway, all right, everybody. Well, thank you for tuning in to Tough Conversation with Ty and PR
find a chair in the Milky Way galaxy
with Bigfoot
with Bigfoot.
and Gold.
Thanks for tuning into the Tough Conversation.